If you play games every day, this video is going to feel uncomfortable. Not because gaming is bad, but because by the end you'll realize that while you may be leveling up in some game, your real life stays at level 1. Hey guys, Alex here, and in this video I'm going to explain you why you should quit games in 2026, how gaming slowly took over years of my life, and what actually changed when I stepped away. If you're managing games right now, you really need to watch this. I was playing mostly Minecraft, Counter-Strike and Ark, around 8 hours a day, for almost 3 years. At first it felt harmless. I was having fun with friends, I was playing minigames like Bed Wars, I was taming dinos in Ark. I was doing things that made me feel great, but nothing that mattered outside the screen. And slowly real life started losing. I wasn't failing at school, I wasn't in trouble, nothing was actually breaking. But everything was like paused. I stopped interacting with people, I became shy, introverted, I avoided conversations. I was doing taekwondo at the time, not to compete, not to win, but just to show up. It doesn't sound funny, right? Meanwhile in games you have clear goals, clear progress, instant rewards, and this contrast really messes with your brain. Games don't just take time, they replace ambitions. Why level up real skills when you can just level up your in-game char? Why feel in discomfort when dopamine is one click away? This is where I've realized something uncomfortable. While gaming was an option, they would always win. Not because I was weak, but because it was easier. Moment that changed everything wasn't dramatic. I moved to another city with just one weak laptop which wasn't able to run Minecraft. And because I've had no option to play, I've started changing. And more I've changed, more clearly I was able to see how miserable my life was before. This is where this line hit me. You think you're winning in the game, but actually you're losing in life. Let's be real for a second. Let's say you're playing about 2 hours a day. Pretty moderate amount, right? 2 hours a day, it's about 700 hours a year. Multiply that by number of years you're playing and you'll get pretty large number, don't you? And all the time you spent watching gaming content or researching for games isn't even included. That wasn't just fun time. It was time you could have spent into building something real. But do you know where the most people fail? A lot of them say, I'll just play less. I've tried it. And what actually happens is constant negotiation. Just 1 more hour, just tonight. Oh, there's new character, I must check it out. That mental loop is exhausting. But when something is off the table, clarity appears. No negotiation, no guilt, just constant answer. No. And what actually happened when I quit games for long enough? What I gained when I quit was space. Space to focus on university, on work, on training in the gym, on making content on YouTube. My schedule was extremely free. I felt like in slow motion of some sort, because I was able to do so much more than I've used to. But the biggest change wasn't productivity. It was mental shift. I started thinking way more about my future. I've started solving my own problems by myself. And this is because all that background noise of games disappeared. So what's the one thing, your goal that you've been postponing because of games? Because here's the truth, if you don't make sacrifices for your goal, the goal becomes your sacrifice. There's no neutral option. If you decided to act, join my free Skool community to get real support, tons of guidelines and frameworks to make quitting games as easy as possible. And if this video made you think, please subscribe. My name is Alex and I'm talking about leveling up your real life character instead of in-game one. And don't sleepwalk into 2026. Bye!